So as I look at your personal engagement list section from your career development plan, I see you've rated work and opportunities a 5, but noted them as the most important area for you. Can you tell me more about why you're not as satisfied in these areas?
I really do believe that Accenture is a great company, and I really like the culture here and the people. But as my supervisor shared, I feel like I've hit a plateau in my current role and don't feel I'm being challenged enough anymore. I feel ready to assume more responsibility, maybe even supervise a more junior person on the team, and I feel I can take on projects with a bigger scope. I have been doing the same thing for 8 months, and I feel that I've really mastered the skills needed. I have considered looking to see if there were other projects or roles for me to move on to, but I really want to make sure I'm maintaining my work and life balance.
Yes, I see that work environment is listed as your 3rd most important factor on your personal engagement list, and it appears that you're very satisfied with it. You gave it a 9. Can you help me understand what is working right now and what you think you need to ensure it stays in the balance?
Well, this project is close to where I live, and I am allowed to work from home on Fridays. Given that I have a young son and my husband's job requires him to extensively travel, this project is ideal to maintain my work and life balance goals. I haven't found anything else yet on the team or in my scheduling that would allow me to work in town, and this seems a good fit for me.
So it sounds like you're concerned you may disrupt your good work-life balance if you pursue other opportunities.
Yes, that is exactly it.
I can see your concerns and the challenge you're facing. Have you discussed with your supervisor any creative opportunities or future roles on your current team or client? A good way to increase your scope in your current role is to assume more leadership with the client team or take on more supervisory responsibilities. What actions do you think you could take?
Well, I talked about supervising someone on my current project with my supervisor, and he said that for now we won't be bringing anyone on as we are entering into the testing part of phase 1, so my role won't change right now.
Okay, here are a couple of thoughts. First, let's talk to your supervisor about other roles on a different part of the project that would allow you to have a greater scope. Even if the role is not on his team, he obviously agrees you need a role that challenges you more so he can be more supportive in helping you find something else. It's important to keep in mind that sometimes to get one thing you want, you may need to make a trade-off. Just like in this instance. That's why it's important to prioritize what's most important to you.
That is a great idea. I could share some of this conversation with him, and I understand about the trade-offs.
Great. Also, something else to consider is a role in a different part of Accenture. Maybe really different to what you do today, that allows you to build on your skills and work in town. Have you already undertaken any searches in that direction?
No, I haven't really. I don't know what's out there to help me with this.
These are a couple of options you can consider. One is to go to the Career Connection to explore opportunities at Accenture. You can find the Open Internal Position tool that lists some of the open positions available across Accenture. Another option is looking in My Scheduling for open roles. What else could you do?
I suppose go talk with my talent fulfillment specialist to see if she sees other possibilities for me. Or leverage my network for other options.
Exactly. Are you familiar with Career Connection?
Not very, but I will spend some time exploring it this week. And then maybe we can take this up again once I find a few options I want to explore.
Okay, that's a good idea. On the network point, it's great if you can do some thinking from your side as well. It made me realize that I have a close colleague who actually took a position in our CIO organization and made the transfer internally. I'm happy to introduce you to her. She may be able to share some of her experiences and a bit about the organization.
That would be great. I would really like to talk to her to learn more.
Great, I'll introduce you via email.
What if I find a position in CIO I want to interview for? What will I need to do first?
Good question on the steps on how to interview for an internal position. I know you'll need to speak to your supervisor and apply, but let me do some checking on anything else you may need to do.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk through these concerns. I feel like I have some good options to consider. I'm going to first talk to my supervisor, look into the open positions options, and think about who else I could contact in my network for multiplying the chances.
Sounds like a plan. Let's reconnect briefly via email on all of this next week to see how your initial conversations with your supervisor have gone and how our research is going.
Yes, I will update you. Thank you.
One more thing. I see that you've documented your desire to take on more of a leadership role, with more responsibility as part of your career goals, as well as your desire to work in town. However, in terms of your development plan, I don't see what actions you have planned to try and meet these goals. Will you summarise the actions we have discussed today in your career development plan?
Yes, I will do that, and it'll help me stay on track with what I need to do. Thank you.
Great. Let's continue to monitor progress together in future meetings.
Sounds like a great plan.